What's going on, y'all? It is 2019. It's the 20th of January. Hey, Scotty. Scotty. What's up, boy? Just doing a quick wash on my dad's Mustang. So let's start with a daily, because this is probably the easiest one I have to really talk about. I have my KBD rear overs. I want to get KBD front over fenders and then a KBD kit. Get new wheels and start prepping it for paint. Again, it's going to be black top, these pillars too, and then red all the way around. I think it's going to be an engine motor refresh pretty much. All the gaskets, anything that's leaking, that's going to be one to be dealt with. And also doing like the finishing up the sound system with the sub. As for the Supra, as you guys all know, the motor's still apart. I have everything right here. My 2J block with my pistons, everything's put back together with the new rods. Honestly, I'm just waiting on some money, gonna get my piston rings, finish this up, get this motor back together. Got the head gasket over there curing. Once I have that back in here, the main things is the power steering rack is leaking. Probably gonna have to do a rebuild on that. Might want to do that before I put the motor back in. Also have, you know, the ECU masters that I'm gonna get, put it in the catch can setup. Trying to get this car on the dyno after I get it fixed, get it properly running, push about 350 to 400 horsepower, have a safe, reliable build on this, and then paint this as well. This is gonna be jet black, just like the 240 is gonna be. So I'm gonna get this one all nice. Also want to get, by the end of the year, new front suspension, full angle kit pretty much. Get rear suspension so I can get really the right fitment onto there. It would still have good traction. Now with the 240, it's a couple things I want to do. So obviously it's going to be painted. Hopefully get the livery done by this year as well. But let's put that up there. Put this cover on here just to make sure no water gets onto my cylinders, onto my wiring. Main things I want to do, this inner tie rod on this side, that shit is blown. To get that replaced, these ball joints are the lower control arm ball joints, those are blown as well. These tires are already on wires, have to do that. I want to clean up the engine bay a little bit. There's a couple things here and there, fix out this rust and whatnot. When it comes down to the motor, I am going to be pulling it. Ariel has his plans, but let's just say this is going to be sold, this KA, this turbo setup, or not my turbo, because I'm gonna still keep it, but pretty much my KAT setup, because it's only like 90,000 miles. This is gonna go to his car, whatever car he wants to put it in. I'll let him tell you guys what he's gonna put it in, but this is gonna come out, and that 1J that I was building is gonna be going into here. With that, I want to do the fuel cell and the raised subframe that I have from Julian Jacobs, from Animal Style, that S14 that I used to have. I ended up picking up some new pistons and saving some of the pistons that I already had. So this is the 1J pistons. 1J crank is right here on the bottom. That's the head for the 1.5J. There's a 1J head underneath here. I already have the manifold all wrapped up and everything. Intake manifolds down there too, already on the head. That is going to be adapted with, I almost fell, with that trans, because that trans is a Z32 trans. So that with that, and hopefully like a 4.1 diff or 4.3 diff is going to be going into there. So that car is going to be fucking shredding. 2020, I'm gonna make it my bitch with a 240. That's just gonna be wild. This is the building year. Gotta get all these cars built. But another thing, that transmission, the KA24 DE trans, same thing as the SR20 DET. The bell housing is a little bit different, but that transmission is gonna be maybe going into here. I still have to decide if I'm gonna do it or if I'm just gonna keep that transmission for the future, because it's really low mileage. Because this one does have a brand new automatic transmission. I just put this in a couple months ago. The main reason I wanted to replace it or put the automatic back in is for my parents, but now since I'm going to be having it, I kind of want it to stick, but at the same time I want to keep the flexibility of being able to drive it automatic. So that's still up in the air if that's going to be this year or next year or not, but we will see. As for the channel, so Kareem and I were talking and we're trying to figure out how we want to move the channel in the next upcoming like months or so. We kind of went from like 60 subscribers to 150, so it's not that much obviously, but you know, it's a lot. But also today, forgot to mention, we're gonna be going to Concord, and we're going to be pulling this diff and swapping it with Jarel's Sc400, because his diff is a 4.3, mine is 3.7. I'd rather have a 4.3 just to make this one usually a bit faster, have a little bit more fun with it. Lilo! Who's all up in here? We had Jarel's. She's so big. You got Jarel's. We're gonna swap diffs. 3.7. Oh, that shit fell off. Damn, son. True. True. I might do that right now. I don't know. Probably on the freeway. Cool. That shit was there this morning. It was there this morning, like right before you left. All right, as y'all can see, it fucking rained like hard. So I kind of just did everything hella quick. Sorry I didn't show anyone on what to fucking do because I'm an idiot. But those are 17 mil bolts. There's 6 of them. You just gotta get a wrench and then the socket, break it off. Pull those out. These are 19 mil bolts for these 2. First step, take those off. These are H10 hex bolts. There's 6 of them with the little brackets on them. Once you take those off, put a pry bar in between. Like you see right where that really flat part is, right where that other lip is, that's where the axles come apart, or the axle and the diff. So you pull those off, and then if you come here on the back, you're gonna have to remove these. Things are 13 mil sway bar brackets. Remove those. You take the sway bar out of the way, and then let me get right up in here. There's 2 here. There's 1 over here. These are H12. Yeah. Like, yeah, 12 mil hex bolts. You pull those out. So first you take off your axles, then you take off the drive shaft, or vice versa. Then you take off these back here, and then you're gonna take off those 19 mils. Oh wait, right there. Those 2 19 mils, and then the diff comes down. Putting it back in is the exact same process. So we just finished. Gotta take all the fucking tools out of the bottom here. And I was laying on this. See this shit? Yeah. We're gonna come over here. I'm fucking soaked.
Let me see.
I'm still recording.
It's 10. Isn't it illegal?
Alright. Alright. Two wheel. Oh, one other thing. Fucking Jarel pointed this out. My gas door flew off on the freeway. Sorry if it hit anyone. So we gotta come over here and take Jarel's. I should have just took his car at this point. But yeah, we're gonna take it off jack stands, and then we're gonna go get dinner because we're fucking starving. Alright y'all, so it's the next day. We already threw the diff on the SC over there. Now we're gonna finish up the 2019 plans. Come here, you sack of shit. All right, so what are your plans for your cars for this year, for 2K19?
My plan is to set.
All right, this is not gonna go anywhere.
Well, right now, this car that I bought, I'm supposed to rip.
And
18
yeah, and have it your missile.
All I did was fix it up and let it sit. Yeah. But okay. New opportunity came up, or new, what do you want to call it?
Show ass.
But yes, Jarel wants the car. I'm kind of sick of it. I mean, all I did.
This little baby.
All I did too was burn out, but I want Jarel to start drifting, start ripping shit. So I'm selling the car to Jarel.
So this is gonna be, because Jarel didn't fucking explain because he was too tired yesterday to fucking film, but this is gonna be Jarel's new drift practice car and everything. And well, how about for the 8.6? Angle kit?
Yeah, angle kit first. And then
Okay, so angle kit, then rear suspension, then turbo kit. Damn, big baller over here. Where are you going?
his hair, whack! Shut up. Anyways, I don't want to build the 8.6 as a fucking full-blown drift car. I just want a nice daily that can rip shit whenever I want to. So that's the plan for the 8.6 really. But I want another car that I can just smash on strictly just for drifting. And gonna be 240 boys.
240 S13.
S13 hatch.
All right. So if anyone has one for sale, like not right now, but like a couple months.
Hit me up.
But it could be blown, it could be whatever.
Just
It doesn't
clean body,
yeah,
please.
clean body,
Just
clean body. Because he's gonna be taking my KT setup, probably.
Oh my god.
So my motor has like 90K miles on it, so
90K.
it's gonna be a good motor. He'll keep trying to get a manual one. If not, I'll just sell you my manuals fucking too. Give you, yeah. Boosted boys, boosted boys.
90K original
90K original miles.
Holy fuck, still.
Tuned properly, it's fucking chilling. AFRs are there. Yup. But yeah, we're gonna fucking film some other shit for the shit 36 over there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still gotta finish the exhaust and then hand it over to Jarel, and it's not my problem no more.